Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to StupenzoCast. This is the first time I've done one of these solo streams in a long, long time. God, the first time I streamed on a Sunday and even longer. Hope everyone's doing all right. Quite a day. Thought I should go live and tell you all about it. Also, just hello to Ken, our loser, Gooch, PLS Studios. Oh, whoa! I should listen to these things all the way through before I select them, huh? I wanted to do Hard Times, No Boys Till Midnight, but I'll get the copyright claim, and I just kind of want to avoid it. The music's too loud? Oh, okay, well, it's over. It's over. I guess I should just let the music play and then do my intro spiel. How's it going, everybody? This is the big problem about streaming solo is you don't have someone in the stream to tell you, hey, your audio's fucking up. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I had quite a day, decided to go live. I wanted to go live around noon today, but I fell asleep. So I woke up at like 4 a.m, went to bed nice and early. And yeah, this is why you can't let me play with myself. Exactly, Blue Collar. Thanks for being here. Yeah, went to bed nice and early, woke up middle of the night, 4 a.m. And I was like, okay, well, guess I'll get some more stuff done, clean around the house some more. I made some chili con queso, and I watched Masters of the Air, episodes 1 through 5, because I was like, all right, well, I'll hop on Lance's stream. And then I decided to watch this movie we're going to talk about, if you want to call it a movie, J-Lo's This Is Me Now. I will get into that later, but I decided to do a stream all about this separately. It was that crazy. But after, I don't know, I thought, well, I'm going to be up. I'll stay up till 3, get on Lance's stream, join for the first time, talk about this Masters of the Air show he's been raving about. I fell asleep at 11, set my alarm for 3:30, 2:30. Yeah, 2:30. And I woke up at 3:30, an hour late. And then I found out that Lance had streamed an hour early. So I watched 5 hours of that show for nothing. I'm going to try to be on next week for sure, though. You don't make me watch 6 hours of something and then expect me not to come on. But also, I was kind of upset Lance didn't send me a link. But then again, I didn't, I was going to hit him up and be like, hey, I saw the show. Send me a link. I didn't do that. So I'll be on next week. I saw Gooch was on this week. So I hope everyone's on again for episode 6. But that being said, I was thinking wild hair up my ass. Maybe I'll stream at noon and talk about this Is Me Now. But I decided to take a nap. I was getting sleepy and I didn't want to drink any coffee or anything. I should have stayed up, though. I'd probably have a normal sleep schedule if I didn't just, sleep when I was tired and eat when I was hungry. But anyway, I woke up and now everyone's done streaming. Mr. Brown's over with. I don't think the Slight Tomfoolery guys are streaming today. So I was like, well, let me just go. Let me just do it. Let me just do one of these. I've been saying for a month now I should start doing solo streams. Because unlike some of these people, some of my friends, I can talk for hours and hours. I don't need guests. I can just rant and rave and keep it somewhat interesting, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Lance had a diverse cast: American, Canadian, Gooch, drunken critical drinker, Scotsman. We need Enzo for Italian diversity. Yeah, but also we just need more Americans. It should be like a bunch of British people and a bunch of Americans on the show. That'd be funny. I want to talk about Masters of the Air briefly. What's up with the guy, the main dude, the second to main dude? He was in that terrible movie where he fucked a grave. I'm totally blanking on the name of it. He was in Banshees of Inisherin. Is it just me, or does that guy look really old for his age? He's like a 20-year-old who looks like he's 45 or 50. He's a strange man to look at. And he's always doing these very strange accents in his movies. Anyway, CLS is American. Good for you. Hell yeah. See, I'm a Texan. So, if America falls apart, we always got Texas to fall back on. We can just just secede and do our own thing. You know, I live right next to Houston, which, believe it or not, is the like one of the biggest, like it's the power capital of the country. Like we have so much natural gas and stuff over here. And I live right next to cattle ranches. Like I would not go hungry, you know. The only problem is we'd have to like fortify all of our neighborhoods to keep all the desperate people out. Please let us in. No, nope. Anyway, let's hope it doesn't come to that. This year is going to be fun. I don't know what else to say other than I woke up at 3:30 this afternoon, and saw all of my friends have fucking Madam Web videos out. Everybody. Blue Collar and Toxic did an hour and a half discussion about it yesterday. Dark Hour did a video. I made his thumbnail. He's always asking for boobs in his thumbnail, which I oblige him. What's it? Vex got a video that was 25 minutes long. Watch that. That was great. But you know, Copa's got a video. Platoon had a video. Critical Drinker had a video. Everyone's talking about this goddamn movie. And here's the thing. It's like a double-edged sword, guys. Do we want these movies to get better, right? We all talk about how bad these movies are, but why are we paying to go see this movie in theaters? You're just like, I saw so many guys like, oh, I was the only person in the theater today watching it. No, you weren't. It's like my theater was empty. It wasn't empty because you were there. You were there. And I'm sure everybody else that was there was also is a YouTube reviewer. That's like, those are the only people going to see these terrible movies. It's like a line full of like 20, 30, 40-year-old men. They're all going to go. They all have notepads with them. It's just so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't even watch this shit. I did watch a pirated version of this crappy movie, Madam Web, which, you know, we'll talk about that more tomorrow. But yeah, I only watch it just so I can keep up with the discussion. And Gooch, he's a man of morals. Yeah, a man of moral fiber. He's not succumbing to the peer pressure, not watching that trash. The movie was a puzzle. It was pretty bad. But this movie, this concert movie by J-Lo, it is something else, man. I have never seen a vanity project to this degree. Yeah, Blue Collar. Sorry, getting distracted. Yes, like Heels Babyface making a twist. You know it's gonna suck. You expect it to suck. Yeah, I saw a great tweet where they were saying like it'd be funnier if all the Geeks and Gamers dudes and the Friday Night Tights dudes, if their shtick was kind of like you do like the Red Letter Media, the nerd crew, like you pretend like you're excited for the movie. Because that's the thing is like it's months and months of like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. Oh, it's gonna suck. X-Men 97. It's the same thing. Everyone's just shitting all over it. And then when they go see it, it's like, oh, it was bad. Just like I said, it was going to be bad for the past 7 months. And then they talk about how bad it was for another 7 months. I don't understand it. It'd be funnier if you did this like new nerd crew aspect where you pretended that you were interested in it and you pretended that you were gonna you knew all the information about you know, for instance, Madam Web. Oh, I have issue number 1 right here. Madam Web. I'm very excited. Sydney Sweeney. She's fantastic. And then you go see the movie and you come back like devastated, like pretend that you're so upset it was bad or something. There's got to be some way to differentiate. Yeah, Adam Gray. Why watch a movie when I can watch half a dozen YouTubers I respect tear it apart? Exactly. And these are friends I respect. I just thought it'd be funny if instead of me going live and talking about Madam Web, I would just talk about this J-Lo movie just to kind of spice things up a bit. Yeah, Blue Collar. I saw Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers go off. Yeah, you fuckers pay for it. And they're all telling him, but it's a tax write-off. And he's like, dude, that's not helping the situation. Although this movie is doing poorly, here's the crazy thing. Apparently, in the chat, let me know if you've heard of this J-Lo movie. It's called This Is Me Now. This is me, ellipsis now. Anytime there's an ellipsis in the title for a movie, fresh kiss. Chef's kiss. I don't even know how to talk right now. Yeah, apparently if you have Amazon, which Jenny is from the block. She does reference that a few times. We actually meet little Jenny from the block at one point. We'll get into that. Lord Toxic said that he has been bombarded with ads for this movie, which is apparently a companion piece for her album of the same name, This Is Me Now, which is a sequel to her third album, This Is Me Then. You have to understand, this movie was so crazy. I had to like get on Wikipedia and do a J-Lo crash course. That's how I know I watched something worth talking about, when it makes me want to do like fucking college level research after I watched the movie, even if I didn't like it, even if I loved it or didn't like it. If it makes me pull up Wikipedia and read about shit for like 20 minutes to an hour, this movie needs to be discussed. Outcast Creative. Hey, what's up, Lance? I'm sorry. I slept in. I slept in for your stream. I missed it. And also you started an hour early, so I really missed it. I showed up and caught like the last 10 minutes or something. But I'm going to be there next week. I watched the show, okay? I'm drinking an yerba mate right now. Also, I'm not on camera because I thought, why? Why am I on camera all the time? I'm not that good looking. Yeah, how goes the war, Lance? Adam wants to know. The video game war you've been playing for the past month or so. Is it one continuous war? Are there's little like missions? I don't understand. I mean, I'll have to watch some of these streams to understand. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to get a copyright claim. It's gonna be hard though, because there's a lot to discuss here. First of all, this is an MGM movie. Ooh, yeah, Blue Collar making a reel with him wearing a suit. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I know what you're talking about. 500 Days of Summer. I wore the little vest. I guess tomorrow. FYI, that's another reason why I wanted to go live, to tell everybody this. Tomorrow will be an early stream for President's Day. We're going to, CLS, no cam is fine. He's like, he gets it. He's like, dude, we don't need to see your damn ugly, giant, ham-faced, bearded mug all the time. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be an early stream, noon Central Standard Time, which is, I think, 6 p.m. if you're GMT in UK. God, I'm learning all these time zones. It's terrible. We're going to do a President's Day stream. We'll talk about all the crap. Madam Web. We're going to talk about how Starship Troopers is trending again. The discussion about if the good guys are the humans or the bugs. And I just have to I love plugging myself literally and figuratively when I have to say, hey, here's 2 streams earlier this year where I was going off on why the Terran Federation did nothing wrong. I'm also going to talk about Fannie Willis and her backwards dress. We're going to talk about Lord Toxic watching some weird stuff. I watched some weird stuff. Am I going to be there or am I going to have a nap? It depends. You know, the thing is, if I'm expected to be somewhere, I'll be there. If it's like an early stream without you, well, I promise the next early stream is going to be after Oscars, the Monday after the Oscars. And I think we're going to have Gord King on. So that'll be fun. That being said, I don't know, guys. Let's just get into this. I'm going to do the cannoli stream style where we just go forward. Now, here's what's crazy about this movie. It's not even really a full-length movie. It's an hour long. And it's one of these movies where I had like a wave of emotions watching this. I was, like I said in my Twitter post, I was cringing and laughing and dancing. And I felt sorry for J-Lo. I also pitied her and kind of hated her at the same time. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on in my head when I was watching this. This was a vanity project unlike any I've seen. Can we just skip to her ass already? They don't really show her ass a whole lot. They do show lots of close-ups of her face, which is immaculate. She looks amazing for her age and for her lifestyle. She's got to be drinking baby blood or rubbing foreskin cream on her face or something. She maybe it's just those Latina genes. And I mean Genes, not Jeans genes. Anyway, what's interesting about this movie is I noticed right off the bat The opening credits and the end credits seem to be at least assisted by AI art, if not completely generated by AI art. I expect a minimum of 50% ass in this documentary. I mean, we could just pull up pictures of J-Lo's ass after this, or if you guys want on your devices, you can open up a separate tab on your computer and just look up J-Lo's ass. Hell, you guys could just literally be watching pornography right now and jerking off. I don't care. The thing is, I'm streaming by myself. What you guys are doing in the privacy of your own home while you're listening to this shit is not up to me. In fact, I don't even want to know. I'm assuming Gooch is drawing, and I don't know. Blue collar loser is probably drinking. He's like, oh, probably shouldn't mix Jack and Coke while moving with passengers. I don't know. I think the cocaine might balance out the Jack Daniels a little bit. Alex Jones sells a lot of quality products that repel lizard people and keep you looking at your best. Yeah. Here's the thing. I can't wait till I start selling out. I can't wait till I start having to do Blue Chew ads in the middle of these streams. That's when I know I made it. When I have to do Blue Chew ads and talk about dick pills that are non-prescription, over the counter, you order them over the phone, over the internet, you just say, hey, I need dick pills to make my dick get hard. And they're like, absolutely. We'll ship them out to you right away for the simple cost of $19.99 plus shipping. I tried Blue Chew, says Blue Collar Loser. Shit doesn't work. Well, if anybody should be sponsored by Blue Chew, it should be Blue Collar Loser. Here's the thing, guys. I'm sure you've seen that clip about the salesman talking about his sales team, why his sales team is the best. He's like, look, everybody, the average penis size in America is 5.5 inches. You know what my average penis size is on my team? It's 8.5. I only hire dudes with big dicks, okay? And here's the thing. Oh, it's not fair. You're being discriminatory against guys that don't have big dicks. Not true. These are go-getters. You think that these penis pills don't work? They've been making penis pills that make your dick bigger for years, decades. If you don't have the drive to make your dick bigger, then what kind of fucking why do I expect you to make anything of yourself on this business, on this team, if you're not even going to make your dick bigger with simple pills that you order in a magazine catalog in the back pages? Anyway, I digress. The Tale of Alida and Taru. Some kind of weird Peruvian folk tale. Look, I'm not going to try to make sense of any of this movie. This movie was like a fever dream. And I'll play a little bit of this. I don't think you should be able to hear any of this, so that should help with copyright. But like, you'll see why I think this is AI assisted. You know what I mean? There's also like weird things like this. Like, that doesn't really look like J-Lo. This looks like a Mid-Journey prompt trying to make J-Lo. So Alida, she basically was some kind of love-thirsty hoe, and Taru, I don't really remember, guys. I watched this earlier. It's some kind of folklore story that has something to do with her and Ben Affleck. That's all I know. This whole thing is an allegory for her relationship, her rekindled love with Ben. And Ben Affleck is in this movie in 2 secret roles. Let's see if you can spot him. And there's also some other disturbing cameos in this movie that are worth mentioning and divulging and talking about at great lengths. But yeah, roses are a central theme in this movie, specifically rose petals. Basically, it's basically she just has several failed relationships and a lot of elaborate daydreams. That is the whole gist of the film. And this is her now. And it's very centered around astrology, like a typical fucking Starbucks woman, Starbucks drinking a latte girl. Your astrology has to go into everything. They bring up the astrology stuff right away. So when I was a little girl, they asked her what did she want to be when she grew up, and she said, "I want to be in love." I think I have another idea. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to hang on. Stop sharing my screen real quick. All right, I'm going to open this in another tab so I can actually congruently watch the movie, so I can kind of refresh myself with what the hell happened. simultaneously while streaming. Guys, you have to understand, I'm really good at multitasking. Okay. I play the drums. All right. Now, like I said, you shouldn't be able to hear this. And if anybody can hear any audio, please fucking let me know because I don't want to get MGM on my ass. I just got Warner Brothers to be cool. You idiot, make slides. I did this stream impromptu. I decided to do this like kind of last minute. It takes like an hour to make slides. However long the movie is, it takes about, add 30, 45 minutes to make slides. So this is an hour long movie. It would take me about 2 hours to make slides. So no. And also the thing is, you really have to see some of this stuff in motion, and we're going to kind of go through it. So here we go. We're back to the stages. We're back to the art is absolutely A generated. I know I was being sarcastic. It definitely is. And it's kind of like what I think Gooch was talking about this. Why someone was talking about like these Disney AI visual effects studios are going to move to Canada, and they're saying, oh, because it's cheaper than being LA. And someone was proposing the theory that it's actually because there's none of these AI rules are being implemented in Canada just yet, due to the strikes and stuff that we had here in Hollywood. So they're kind of going to Canada so that way they can legal loopholes and what have you. Anyway, let's see. So yeah, let's see, get the actual quote. When I was a little girl, when I grew up, I said my answer was always in love. Now she's driving on a motorcycle in wet, muddy rain. Hey, Melvin's here. How's it going, Melvin? Tax breaks, non-union, AI, yeah, a lot of reasons. She's driving on a motorcycle with a strange man, and guys, they're driving on like shallow water in like wet sand. I'm not a big motorcycle rider, but I'm pretty sure that's dangerous as fuck. I'm pretty sure at any minute you can just come to a dead stop. And surprise, that is what happens. They fucking stop dead in their tracks and roll out and have a huge biff out. This is how you start a movie with J-Lo coming to a fatal motorcycle crash. Oh, yeah. I log into my first Stupenzo stream to hear him talk about how when he was a little girl, I wanted to be in love. Yeah. J-Lo. I mean, who didn't want to be a little girl in love when they were a little girl? I don't know. Great stuff. She said a Furby suit of humanity. That's a little, I'm not, this isn't like bad translation of Mandarin. That's literally, she says a lot of weird stuff in this movie. So what else we got? It cuts to the car crash the motorcycle happens, and then we cut to this weird industrial factory where there's first of all hyper crazy kinetic editing, crazy visual effects everywhere, and I don't know, some kind of meltdown happening. There's a debacle. It's problems, and then they break out into song and start dancing. They're all I mean, you have no idea how weird it is. They're dancing and singing and trying to stop this big steampunk heart from exploding, and something to do with them harvesting rose petals as well. The rose petals are essential. Spoilers, this is all a dream, which, obviously makes sense in the narrative of all, but watching this live as it was happening was confusing and alarming. Gotta say, whoever directed this, great cinematography, great special effects, great backup dancers, and J-Lo. Yeah, the songs, they're not terrible. They're not grating to my ears. They got a catchy melody. They got a nice tempo. It is a little hip hopish in parts for my taste. Um, I think she eventually just like hops on a damn wrecking ball, gets up to the top. She has to get up to the top of the crane elevator. She's the one. She's gonna have the answer. She's got to go into the heart and fix it. All while singing about I'm still, I'm still, I'm still. That's the chorus. When you're wishing on a star, it seems easy from where you are. There will be watching from afar. Just remember who you are. You're a famous celebrity. That seems to be the underlying theme of this whole movie is she's extremely famous. Um, Stupenzo is a great streamer. He's just unhinged at times. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm not a great streamer though. Tonight I've been mostly watching Elmo clips, so this is a bit like Moonwalker. I do think this is like J Lo's Moonwalker for sure. If you guys haven't seen Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, that is actually a really awesome vanity project. Uh, all weird and shit. Okay. Will Wheaton gets triggered. J-Lo was my nickname at work, so I approve of this message. Oh, well, Cass, we're gonna call you that from now on. I hope you're ready for that. Um, uh, you let me on. So you are CLS certified. Oh, yes, of course. Everyone's welcome on the Dorkside shows on Monday. But of course, she's always singing about this is what's interesting. All of her songs are about, we all have superpowers, the paparazzi trying to make love like they got me. All of her lyrics are about like this woman is not a human being. She's not a normal person. That's the underlying theme in this show. She's nothing like us. So when she goes through romantic issues, I kind of have trouble feeling sorry for her. You're gonna see a lot of scenes of her sitting in a goddamn opulent mansion, crying, watching The Way We Were on a fucking 900-inch TV. I don't feel sorry for her. I mean, look at her. Look at her face. We're gonna get a good shot at her face in a minute, and she looks amazing. This is the kind of woman that puts aborted fetuses on her face to get this kind of complexion. Um, she's like 56 years old. It's very strange. But anyway, of course, like after this big weird dance number of the heart being destroyed, there's also like a strange like Trump-esque person there being shown on like TV. Rex Stone, is true love real? I don't know, dude. She wakes up and she's in therapy, and her therapist is of course Fat Joe. Fat Joe is of course a world-renowned psychotherapist. Um Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna minimize this screen so I can see y'all chatting with me at the same time as I'm watching this dumb fucking movie. I do it because I love y'all. I suffer for the betterment of all of our sakes. Um, but yeah, I mean, Fat Joe, we can't really call him Fat Joe anymore. Is the problem? He's lost a bunch of weight. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. He looks great, but God, I mean, what what do we call him now? Normal weight Joe? That just doesn't have the ring. That doesn't have the same ring to it. Um, Outcast Creative. I feel like the rose petals represent the vag gateway in this movie. Yes. Very spussy is what it's called from Rebel Moon. Any of you seen The Cell? I love The Cell, old Jennifer Lopez movie from 2000. Yes. Interesting premise, but even better production design. I got this on now. I'm already suffering, and it's 2 minutes in. Yeah. Good genes she has, and a ton of money. That's how she maintains the youth. Yeah, I mean, people talk about how Salma Hayek looks super great. She looks so good for her age, and it's like, yeah, her big titties and all that stuff. But it's also she's married to a billionaire. That doesn't hurt in the cosmetic game. But yes, it's all a dream. Obviously, the dream started with the heartbreak, and it's about a giant literal heart breaking because J-Lo's deep like that. These deems though, I've never felt like I was sad before. I mean, this is what you wear to therapy. First of all, most people just do therapy over the internet now, which I don't think is the way to go. I don't really do therapy. I'm not into the therapy thing. I know it's more of a ladies thing. They like to talk about their feelings. I do fucking YouTube for therapy and karaoke. So that's how most men, they take a war hammer and start painting little models and stuff for therapy. Go get guns and start shooting them at target practice. I don't know. CLS asking a question to Outcast Creative. Do you mind me calling you Lance? I don't want to seem to rude. Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't ever use our real names ever. call me outcast because that's what I am. Lance, we're never calling you the outcast. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Um, yeah. So she's having these weird dreams about hearts and flowers and hummingbirds, zodiac fantasies, and her response to that is you're such a Taurus. That's what she tells her therapist. You're such a Taurus, dude. Don't be a Taurus, bro. And he's like, "What's your wife like?" And he's like, "It's none of your business, but she's a Leo." And she's like, "Oh, you guys fight a lot, right?" Um, I He's like, "Let's get back to you. We're not here to talk about me, okay?" Um, the cynic. Oh, she talks about her friends. She's got her 6 little friends. They are good God, oh, how do I get a shot of all of them? Uh in fact, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit so we can uh oh God. We've got all these diverse people, and they all seem to be alone. They all seem to be by themselves. We've got Bagface over here. We've got little I don't know, Blossom. We've got this girl who's got crazy eyes and she doesn't say anything. I think she's actually known as the quiet one. And then we've got the oh, here's a good shot of all of them. We've got obvious gay ethnic dude. We've got black keep it real girl, and then we've got like average Joe guy. None of them are like coupled. So like they're all constantly giving her advice about her failed relationships. And it's like, who are you people? And do you not have lives of your own? This is what happens when you're like super famous. That's the other thing. If she wasn't super famous, she would know that this is not normal to have 6 remora fish as friends that just constantly hanging around her, swimming in her downstream. They don't have lives of their own. They're just kind of constantly just like hanging out in her mansion. That's just weird. Is Meg in therapy? Meg has been in therapy for a long time. She's one of those ladies. She likes to get it off her chest. Therapy is, like I said, it's when you pay to talk to a leftist until you agree with them. That's what I've always said. I just find the whole thing is kind of a ripoff. Um, but yeah, basically, they're just giving her this. Your friends are just trying to protect you, bro. And also, live for free in your house. Now, she's living in this weird sci-fi literal glass house with some Puerto Rican guy. And when I say glass house, I mean everything is glass. It looks like Magneto's prison. I don't understand. And she again brings up uh his meticulousness is part of his astrology sign. I don't remember what it is. It's a compliment that you're meticulous. And then they start fighting, and he breaks his glass house. If you could smash your wall with your fist, um, I don't know. This house seems like a nightmare to maintain. The Windex budget alone in this house must be astronomical. They must like, do they have a pressure washer filled with Windex? Anyway, we get to the second song already, and it's called the Rebound Song. She's immediately like nursing his wounds. Oh, oh, therapy is designed for women. Yes, toxic. That is true. Um, holy shit. Then she does Singing in the Rain. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll get to that. Yep, she does do a terrible Singing in the Rain ripoff at the end of this. A glass bunion. You guys are funny. Megan Therapy is a good name for a YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, Megan would be good at that too. She's got a great ASMR voice. I'll tell Megan she should start being a YouTube therapist and just start and end every YouTube video with like, I am not a licensed physician and none of my opinions or diagnoses should be taken as medical advice. So yeah, she starts singing the Rebound Song and they're dancing and like punching each other and they're doing like this tug of war and shattering this giant glass house. Which again, like if you're going to have a glass house, it should be made out of like, fake glass, like, very durable plastic, basically transparent aluminum from Star Trek. Like an airplane glass, like those windows. It should be made out of like unbreakable bulletproof glass. My God. Also, why do you have a glass house? just so you can see, just so all your neighbors can see you. Yeah, tempered glass. Yeah, that so that way neighbors can't see you fucking J Lo. Maybe that's exactly what it is. He wants the neighbors to see him having sex with J Lo. It's a power move. I get it. Here's the thing, J Lo, even though she's like a 60-year-old woman, you could still flex that you're banging that, because she's rich and she's hot. You know, I understand if you're like banging some Queen Elizabeth looking 60-year-old, you kind of don't want everyone to know about it. Anyone watch U-Turn with her and Sean Penn? Of course. She's hot as hell in that movie. She's hot as fucking Anaconda. She's hot as hell in Out of Sight, which me and Blue Collar and Lord Toxic and probably Luke are going to watch Tuesday. We may need to push that back a little bit, do it around 10, because I'm going to have to be on Gord King's channel on Tuesday to talk about 80s movies. FYI, I know I should have said that earlier. I was asked. It's like watching a billionaire art school sophomore make their first film. This is exactly what it's like. Thank you, Adam. So they're again doing this tug of war, and we're seeing a lot of couples that are also, I guess, congruently living in this house, fighting at the same time. I'm assuming it's a metaphor. Then we go round and round and round. You got me on a rebound. We fall in love and out. We're playing a game, ain't even touching the rim. I don't know. These lyrics are, I don't know, a little too rudimental for my taste. A lot of stuff is a little bit on the nose. She thinks she's being deep. She thinks she's being thick with the metaphor. She's not. It's very light. Anyway, the glass is breaking all around them. There's people. Here's a gay couple. They're having a lover spat like they do. This is one of the first times you actually see like gay dudes not having a perfect relationship in movies. Like in movies, you're always supposed to see them just like having the world's greatest time. You never see like gay dudes like fist fighting each other, or lesbians. Lesbians fist fight each other all the time. In fact, like whenever you watch Cops, the show, you'll see a lot of these domestic abuse cases are of the lesbian persuasion. So anyway, the house is literally exploding around them, which obviously does not seem safe. Seems like a death sentence, honestly. But because she's such a beautiful, young, powerful woman, she basically tells this guy, "Hey, yo, you broke your house, not me." And then she walks out of there, walks out barefoot on broken glass, and her friend just picks her up. And it's weird because her friend is just sitting outside on the driveway waiting for her. And I gotta show you guys this. This is bizarre. Um, CLS, go take a poop. Do whatever you gotta do, man. No worries. You don't need to announce it. You're leaving. Um, I'm gonna try to show this. He's like, you made your choice, and it is what it is, right? And then her friend is like right outside, waiting for her some reason. And keep in mind, she just walked barefoot out of here. She's got a couple minor little cuts. She should have deep, like lacerations where it's like cut through the muscle, through the tissue. You can see the bone. Her feet should be completely shredded. Her feet should be, I don't know, just like banana peels. That's her friend says, hey, yo, 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 I'm here to scoop you up. And this is literally what she says. Fuck Libras. That's what she says. So if you're a Libra watching this, guys, J-Lo just said fuck you to your face. Also, my ex-girlfriend was a Libra. She's not gonna be happy to hear that. Oh, my brother Aldo, he's a Libra. Damn, J-Lo, call you out, dog. Back in 95, film critics were like, who is this? Then in 98, for Out of Sight, they asked again. Then J-Lo started doing music, and that was it. See, I always knew her as one of the Fly Girls from In Living Color. She's Jenny from the Block. But of course, she was Selena. When she played Selena, that was it for her. That was the role she was born to play. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine anyone else playing Selena or making that movie. And I gotta say, dude, that song, If I Could Fall in Love, there's like the music video where they're showing all the footage of her with her guitar player that she was in love with. And like, you know, that she got killed by that witch of a talent, of a manager that she had. Oh my God. What a sad story. It's one of those movies that it's like, yeah, that's the kind of rock star you make a biopic about. You don't make a biopic about Bob Marley, who just like, smoked weed and talked about revolution and died of cancer from smoking too much weed. That's not that interesting of a story. I'm sorry. As much as I love Bob Marley and all of his songs, J-Lo, she's been married a bunch of times. Again, this is not compelling storytelling. She's had a hard time settling down. She's fucking rich and beautiful. So obviously she's got to be a total psychopath, because I don't know. I mean, Ben Affleck, I think he did the right move, where it's like, all right, go around, test the waters, leave J-Lo, come back in 10 years after you've, had your fill on actor groupies, and just, realize, like, settle down with another chick who's more successful than you. That's probably the right move. You know, who else was Ben Affleck seeing? I don't care. I don't know. But J-Lo's a good call. I mean, even if she is a sick psychopath with that Puerto Rican temper, she probably like break your damn dick off having sex with you. You know what I mean? She probably gets she probably has got that fly girl action going on in the bedroom. She's also one of those women that probably like withholds pussy as like punishment. That's like the only punishment she knows. Like, no sex for you tonight. Guys, it's not going to be the first time we jerked off, all right? She's only been married 4 times. Yeah, and I think they do discuss that in this movie. That was relationship number 2, fuck Libras, right? And I don't know, there's the guy in the motorcycle. I don't think that counts. Okay, now this is where things get really weird, okay? She says fuck Libras, right? And then the camera comes out and we go all the way to astrology world and we meet the zodiac signs. And they're all played by gratuitous celebrity cameos. We've got what's her name, Barbarella, playing Aries. Who else? I'm gonna try to see them all. We've got what's her name, the one who played Griselda Blanco recently. She's got the big titties. She's in that show. What's her name? She is the Cancer, the crab. We've got 2 of these ladies. You can't see the other one in the right here, but there's got 2 of these ladies as the Gemini, these old black wise ladies. Who else we got? I'm sorry, Leos. You are being represented by Post Malone, who is in fact, I think, the second only white guy in this entire movie. Post Malone and then Ben Affleck, who's in a secret role. So those are the only 2 white dudes in this entire movie. Also, we've got Neil deGrasse Tyson is the Taurus. And he does the same thing. He keeps talking about his dumb science shit throughout the whole movie. He's always got to be the voice of science. Even though he's, I don't know. We'll get into him later. This guy, I don't know. He's one of the only actors I don't recognize. He's some vaguely ethnic guy. There's also a straight up stereotypical Indian man who I'm hoping we'll get a look at. Now, here's the thing, guys. The Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. And seeing the Scorpio being played by a loud, obnoxious black woman, I'm not against it. I'm actually here for it. I actually don't mind that representation. It's pretty spot on. So I'm glad, I'm not complaining about my representation in this movie as a Scorpio. I see this and I'm like, okay, fine. A loud black woman with metal nails. Sure. Why not? She's apparently some kind of, I'm assuming a musician that I don't know because I'm not hip with the kids. Let's go back a little bit because I do want to see if we can see the other guys. There's some more here. Oh boy, let's see. We got the Geminis. Yeah. She's still searching. They're all focusing also the idea that all these astrology symbols, like all 12 of them, are all focusing all their efforts on this one celebrity in California. Like everybody else can go eat a dick, apparently. She needs stability after all that emotional whiplash. Now, here's the thing. Okay. All right. We've got this other blonde lady who is, I don't know what she's doing, but damn it, there's a couple other good ones. There's a real good one here. The Daily Show guy, Trevor Noah. He's the Libra. So yeah, fuck Libras indeed. I don't know. It's quite a who's who of fuckery going on here. Anyway, they're all focusing all their efforts on, why is she with bad boys? Uh, um, she's so beautiful and strong. Why does she need a relationship all the time? They're all pondering, why we just want to give J-Lo a big hug. That's literally what Post Malone says. I just want to give him I just want to give her a big hug. And then all Sophia Viagra says is she just sits there brushing her hair. And there's a random Indian guy. I wish we could see him, but he's the one that's giving all the astrological know-how. I don't know, dude. It's very strange. This isn't the last time we're gonna see these people, so we'll get back to them. But yep, she's getting proposed to by husband number 2. But it actually is husband 2, 3, and 4, because what we're gonna get is a very confusing third music number. Um, and it's basically a dream wedding. A dream wedding, like where everyone has like it's raining, right? We're gonna take it as a good sign, but everyone has matching red umbrellas. Like this is the kind of like you guys understand this is why weddings cost so fucking much money, because stupid women think that it's gonna look like this. Everything's gonna be color coordinated and it's gonna be held out in a beautiful villa. I don't understand, guys. Y'all need to just gauge your expectations a little bit on the weddings, okay? Again, this is a fantasy, but it gets crazy because, like I said, we're kind of being led astray here. We're seeing this man who she's dancing with, and then he keeps changing. He turns into like a blonde guy, and then he'll turn into a black dude every once in a while. Um, where's black husband? There's brunette husband, and they keep interjecting. And of course, all their vapid friends do wedding speeches, and they all say nothing. They just all say like, love is great. Yeah, cheers to love. I'm assuming they did that on purpose, right? Why can't we see black husband? There he is, black husband. They keep alternating between 3 husbands. So apparently she just sums up those 3 husbands like really quickly in this little song. And it's kind of offensive because I know that Mark Antony is probably this Mexican husband. He Here's the thing. I didn't know this. Um, After I watched this movie, there's really no mention of any children in this movie. There's they do run into little Jenny from the block later. But what's interesting is like I was like, doesn't J-Lo have kids? And it's like, yes, she has 2 15-year-old twins whose father is Mark Antony. And it's like, why the hell don't you, if this is all about your life story, you're not gonna mention your children like once? All this whole movie is about is that time that you got back together with Ben Affleck, who we don't even know which one of these husbands is Ben Affleck, which is interesting. We see her doing like a therapy montage. Again, more therapy with Fat Joe. Fat Joe, the reason why Fat Joe lives in this gigantic mansion is because this dumb woman is his client. Okay. She pays top dollar to embarrass her husbands in front of him. So yeah. Also, I wish I could zoom in here on what the hell that neck tattoo says. I don't, I don't know. It's probably some satanic cultist imagery or something. I don't know. Um, so yeah, she's feeling in love with you, boy. That's how the song's going, by the way. The songs, like I said, they're not terrible. They're not the worst thing I've ever heard. Um, but yeah, the astrology people, they're just trying to wonder what's making this woman tick. Um, can't she just be happy? OMG. Um, I don't know, guys. Barbarella. I have a sore spot with Barbarella. That was my last we watched that did well. Oh no, Cry of the Werewolf was. Never mind. Speaking of, Action Jackson's going to be premiering on Wednesday, and I guess Warner Brothers is cool again. They fucked with me pretty hard on My Demon Lover, which is now up both on Rumble and on YouTube. But yeah, they were fine with Action Jackson. I got a copyright claim. I disputed it. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. We'll drop it. No big deal." I was like, "What? I did the same thing that I did for the other." Oh, I don't care. I hate complaining about YouTube on YouTube. It's very, very annoying. But yeah, she basically has she breaks up with all 3 of those guys. Spoilers. Um, she's running out of signs. These astrology people are talking about. Like, we're trying to hook her up with the right sign. Apparently, that is, if your relationships aren't working, it's because you're not dating someone of the right astrological sign. I can't stay to chat anymore. I'm busy over here. Good night. God bless. See you around, Stupenzo. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be streaming much longer. I'll try to talk about this movie as quickly as possible. Quick little 2-hour stream from your boy Stupenzo. So yeah, I don't know. She apparently these astrological gods in her mind's eye just sit the whole time wondering. She wants to know who she is. Guys, she's a world famous pop star. This makes me realize I need to watch that Owen Wilson movie with her, where she marries like some guy in the front row of her fucking concert. Did anybody watch that movie? Because if you did, let me know how terrible it was. Because I should check that out soon. Uh, so yeah, what are friends for, guys? Neil deGrasse Tyson. Here's the thing about him. I don't really think this guy's actually that smart. Is that like a hot thought? Is that like a hot take? I think I don't think I've ever heard Neil deGrasse Tyson. Degrassi Tyson? What is his fucking name? Degrassi Tyson? His name's Degrassi. I don't think I've ever heard him say something that I haven't heard before. You know, everything he says is some kind of generalism about like, we're all stardust. You must respect the ebb and flow of the universe. Gravity makes things go down. Like, I've never heard this guy say anything profound that he came up with himself ever. In fact, I've heard him say a lot of bullshit that I know for a fact isn't true. I don't know. He's a smug, closed-minded hack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like Bill Nye. He's literally the same as Bill Nye. They're on the same level. People trying to compare deGrasse Tyson with Stephen Hawking. It's like no. He's like on Bill Nye's level. But anyway, yeah. This is where stuff gets interesting. She's dating a young 20-year-old Melvin Deeply. You should hear Tyson talk about Maxine. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was referring to when I said he's a moron. Anyway, so what happens now is we've got all of her friends are just in her house. They've helped themselves into her house, and also they've helped themselves to wine. That's the other thing that's interesting. J-Lo comes home from a date with this hot young stud, gangbanger type thug character who's probably going to rail her senseless. She's a 60-year-old woman. She needs loving too. But she comes home and finds like all 6 of her friends have convened in her house. They've set up snacks. They've helped themselves to her wine cellar. And they come in and they say, "Hey, enough with the eggshells. It's time to do an intervention." Uh and of course she's offended. Here's the thing about interventions. They're usually like you got to lure them to like a hotel or someone else's house. If someone does an intervention in your own home without your permission, dude, you have every right to like go grab your gun and be like, "Get the hell out of my house." Does red or white go with interventions? Yeah, I would think you should have alcohol at all at an intervention, if I'm being perfectly honest. I wouldn't be surprised if these people had like on this kitchen table like like they've got like a little mirror with cocaine lines on it back here also, who knows. But anyway, she naturally just starts laughing. The guy's like, "Yo, babe, this is like bad vibe. I think I should go, dude." He like drops a gun out of his pants. And they all say, "Whoa, this is why. This is a problem. You don't understand." And she says, "It's a toy. Don't worry, dude. It's a toy." She's drunk. She's drunk. Jennifer Lopez. She's a lush. She ain't nothing but a cock hungry lush. But anyway, her man boyfriend dude is leaving, and they're all happy. But still, I gotta say, look at her. She looks amazing. I will give credit where credit is due. Good cameras. They use a good camera for this thing. They got some great lighting and set design, and like I said, good background dances and movies, and songs are okay. But mostly J-Lo, her complexion, it's immaculate. And I don't, even if this is some kind of smoothing filter, I don't know. Sure fooled me. I've seen pictures of her. She looks good. The woman looks good. I would bang Jenny from the block. I'm not lying. Anyway, She's like, "All right, guys, we're just having fun, just, mingling." They try to tell her, "Hey, we see the signs." Oh my god, that's just literally a line. She says, "Look, we're seeing the signs here. You have a problem." She's like, "Please, I know my signs." Meaning astrology signs. No, we're talking about like red flags here. Um, she needs to be in a relationship, and that's a bad thing. She's addicted to relationships. She's a relationship addict. And of course, she starts like shaming them. And this is the part of the movie where I start kind of like trying to, I start kind of siding with J Lo, and I really start kind of almost feeling sorry for her. 'Cause I see what she's getting at. She's basically starts scolding her friends for all being she's a klepto, this one, he's a little gay boy. This guy's never been in a solid relationship. All these people are a bunch of, serial single people. And she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong with wanting to grow old with someone?" And it's like, I agree. You should guys be trying to pair off, couple off, marry each other, procreate, do all that good stuff. It's literally what makes life worth living, allegedly. Uh, but I don't know. J Lo, I just almost feel sorry for her, but then I realize like she made this big dumb fucking movie, basically saying that I don't know what is she trying to say here. Shittiest live action remake of Inside Out ever. I agree. Um, I don't know. The thing is, man, she's so rich and so powerful. She could probably have people killed if she wanted to. She could probably, I don't know. She could marry some schlub near Houston, Texas, who has a YouTube channel. And I swear to God, that guy would just do all kinds of shit for her. He'd just be like basically literally doing all that bullshit stuff that she fantasizes about, walking on rose petals and things. If you marry some schlub, he could probably make it happen. You marry Ben Affleck, he's going to be below all that stuff. He's Ben Affleck. You marry Mark Anthony, he's going to be no. No. I get groupies too, bitch. Um, I don't know. She's very sad. It's very romantic, but it's not real love. It's just hooking up. She's got a little puppy. Um, what is she doing wrong, guys? Her fucking shirt. I'm sorry. I'm just noticing this. This is one of these things. This is another reason why I want to talk about this because going over it a second time, I'm noticing all kinds of new shit. Um, she's decked in gold. She's got gold earrings. She's got 1, 2, 3 gold necklaces with jewels on them. She's got 2 gold bracelets. She probably got gold anklets on. Canklets. No, canklets what I wear. I'm just kidding. I don't have cankles. I actually have nice legs. Um, you guys see that picture of gamer leg? The guy with gamer leg? Look that up. That's some nightmare fuel. Now, okay, this is a good stuff right here. She's very sad. Soulmate signs, then soulmate and signs and hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are important. This is where it gets weird. I was making fun of this on Twitter. She's like, "Look, I gotta go." She puts on this fucking ridiculous fur coat and leaves. And then she goes to later at her house. Later at Lopez Manor. This looks like Tony Stark's house. Okay. And she's like sitting here on the couch memorizing, reciting the movie, uh, uh, what's it called? Robert Redford, Barbara Streisand. I just said it the way we were. She's reciting all of Barbara Streisand's lines on this fucking 20-person couch in front of a solid wood. This is like a redwood table. This is like a solid slice of redwood tree with 3 gigantic pearls just sitting on it. And look at this. Look at this house when it pulls up, okay? Look at this. Look at this. First of all, the fact the camera is this high already. Okay, this is like the height of a T-Rex. Okay, you fit a T-Rex in the house already. The camera pans out more, and it's just like, you fucking bitch. Like, I was just feeling sorry for you a minute ago, and now I hate you again. You understand? This is how you lose the audience, J-Lo, when you show them this kind of crap. Ugh. Tell them the truth. Tell them that all your shit is rented. It's all on lease from a studio and you don't actually own anything. Or better yet, imagine how much better this would be if she just lived in a normal sized house in a suburban area and her bank account had like 10 digits. Like, wouldn't that be better than living in a fucking house that has like, $1 million monthly payments? I what the tax properties on this house alone, they got to be millions of dollars every year. I don't understand. It's like MC Hammer, you know. You guys don't want to pull an MC Hammer and produce one bomb and suddenly have to like start selling your assets like George Lucas did with Howard the Duck. He bought Skywalker Ranch for $50 million and was like, "Oh, Howard the Duck, that'll pay for everything." It didn't, George. And what did you have to do? You had to sell part of ILM to Steve Jobs or whatever, and that created Pixar. I guess that's kind of for the best now that I say that out loud. But I don't know. The thing is, J Lo, you gotta lie to people a little bit more. But like I said, I just really think she doesn't understand how normal humans think. She doesn't understand that this paints her in a bad light. Yeah, remember when Paris Hilton had that shirt that said "Stop being poor"? Yeah, this is that, but a movie. You're right. Anyway, oh my god. So we go back to the astrology signs, and again, they're just constantly obsessing over her, just like everyone else. We're all obsessing over J Lo, and I see the irony in saying that when I am doing an hour long dissection of her movie right now. But guys, I'm doing this because it's funny. Okay, let's be real. Are we gonna see the Indian guy? I think we're gonna see the Indian guy. He's right here. There he is. I don't even know what sign he is. I forget. But whatever sign this is, you are represented by a Hindu man. So that's cool. That's better than being represented by a Post Malone. All the Leos in the house. You're represented by Post Malone now. Face tattoos. Anyway, um, so yeah, she, she's starting now. This is actually pretty funny. This woman does do a pretty funny monologue right here, whoever she is, and she does a good impression of Maya Angelou too while she does it. Yeah, this girl, I don't know. I'm starting to like her. Maybe I'm being biased because I'm a Scorpio, but I don't know. Oh, this is the Aries. The Ram? Which one's the which one's the one with the arrow then? I don't know. My God, Sam, damn astrology signs. I'm a man. I have a penis and balls, big balls filled with cum. This is why I don't give a shit about astrology signs. All right, here's another amazing part of the movie. This is where, like I said, she gets me. She like I get reeled in and then I start tuning out because it's stupid and then she brings me back in. It brings me back in with this next scene. I don't know what the hell to make of this. She's in therapy, group therapy. She's sitting around a bunch of it's like relationships anonymous or something. Relationships addicts anonymous. Okay. And this guy, he's got the face that I would have. He's like, dude, holy fuck, like fucking J Lo's here. She probably give her what a fake name, like, hi, my name is Henrietta, and everyone's like, hey, Henrietta. I think we start to suspect that she actually is J Lo though, because oh, by the way, this is the head of the therapy, goddamn fucking Dracula looking motherfucker. Um, uh, look, I haven't been sleeping well, and I just I had a restless heart. That's what I have. And then she oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm just like rewatching this. It's so much to take in, guys. I recommend you guys watch this on your own if you can. Um, she tells a huge sad story about how she's by herself, taking it easy in a fucking $600 sweater. um, her hair tie is probably, $100, $200, She brought her dog too. Um, she brought her little dog to therapy, and I guess the dog's not a puppy anymore, so it's been a while. Um, she has a flashback of breaking the glass house, screaming, and then the interlude, and she starts singing, and we get one of the cringiest dance numbers I've ever seen, where everyone starts fucking breaking out into interpretive dance as she starts telling everyone how she felt weak and how she can't stop thinking about it. It brings her to her knees. Um, I can't, guys. I had quite a journey this morning. This was spiritual almost. It's broken like me, you see. It's very sad. Everything's broken like her, guys. Everything's broken like J Lo. There are people out there with real fucking problems. They've got relatives that are sick and dying. They got no money. They're losing their jobs. Fucking grocery prices are going up. Fucking people's getting gas is getting shut off. People have issues, okay? And this bitch is got a goddamn vanity movie talking about how sad she was before she got remarried to Ben Affleck. Because you have to understand, this movie has a happy ending. She gets married again to the dude. That's how it ends. And it's all alluded to. It's very strange. Um, guys, if J-Lo had just made an honest movie where she was like walking around her mansion, spitting on her help, cursing out her fucking kids, yelling at her husband, driving her husband crazy to the point where the husband like almost beats the shit out of her. That's the kind of raw, real story I want to see. I want to see her going to buy lots of expensive crap and then yelling at people because she's not getting the exact version of the shit she wants. I mean, you guys, that's the real story. That's the actual interesting aspect of her life. Remember South Park when she's Jennifer Lopez running around being a fucking asshole to everybody? That's how she is, allegedly. Or at least that's how she should be portrayed in her movie. I tell you right now, I wouldn't be the only motherfucker talking about this movie if she did do that. Okay? Madam Web, no. We'd all be talking about This Is Me Now. It's also a bad title. I get it. This Is Me Then was the album. I don't know. It's so strange. Oh, it's quite a feat, guys, to make me cringe and laugh and cry and groove all at the same time. This is something. It's a sight to behold. I tell you, this is going to be like a Rocky Horror type thing. Where this is going to be like The Room. Where I think people are going to go to. I mean, the thing is, the length is an issue. It's only an hour. If it were a little longer and a little stupider, people would be doing crazy screenings of this for years to come. Anyway, let's wrap it up. I mean, Jesus, she goes on. She does some dance numbers. She has little dreams of Jenny from the Block. This part's amazing. She has this huge interpretive dance number with everybody. And that's how it ends with her being thrown to the side. I don't know. And then it cuts to this. The therapy guy. What does he say? She's getting coffee. That's the one thing about therapy, free coffee. And I'm sure the coffee is disgusting and the coffee machines are all scaled, covered in residue. That was really powerful, what you shared. Bitch, you made everyone dance in an interpretive choreographed dance number. Like, I don't think everybody else had a choreographed dance number when they opened up. I just remember Mariah Carey's Glitter. Oh, yeah. There's a riff tracks of that with Mike Nelson and Mary Jo Pehl. Very, very funny. Very funny. And yeah, very funny movie too. This is on that kind of level, except this is much a less coherent plot than Glitter. Glitter was an actual like movie, and it wasn't an actual musical. It was like there's music inside a movie because they're musicians and they're recording artists. This is like, I don't know, Brazil levels of insanity. I can't really put my finger on what I'm watching here. Very experimental. Anyway, back at her mansion where she's back at the pit of despair, and it's this huge fucking cocaine cartel narco house. First of all, I understand you want a $7 million house, but like you chose to decorate it like a goddamn hotel resort. Why? If I had a $7 million house, it would look like the one in Ex Machina. Okay? It'd be a little shed in the woods, and underground in the mountain would be like the most high-tech bunker that you've ever seen. And it's not going to be, too big beyond reason. I'll be set for life in that bunker, That's what your celebrity house should look like. Hidden. The helicopters can just fly over your glass house and get photos of you anytime you want. If you're so terrified of the paparazzi where you're singing about it like it's some kind of a I don't know, central fear you have, then why do you want to live in a glass house? Hmm. I think it's great that J Lo is reminding us of how relatable she is. I know she's just Jenny from the block, guys. And when I say the block, I mean her city block size house. Um, So yeah, she's sad, and this is another fucking sign of opulent wealth. Burning love letters in your huge fireplace. Oh God, she does look good though. Oof. Let's go back a second. Your house is really big when you not only have. It's like the fireplace needs to be like in the middle of the room. It's like there's no chimney. The chimney is like right above. Like most normal people, if they're lucky enough to have a fireplace, the fireplace is usually up against a wall, right? In a corner, and that has a chimney leading up. If your fireplace is like the size of a queen size bed and it's right in the middle of the living room, I don't like you. This is like a supervillain's house, okay? Secondly, another good sign of wealth is how many sinks you have. That's a sign of wealth. Most houses have 2 or 3 sinks. Kitchen, bedroom 1, maybe bedroom 2. Once you start getting sinks that are like in the garage, you got a sink in the laundry room. Let's say you got a sink in a downstairs bathroom. Every sink after that adds exponential amounts of wealth to you. So if you go into someone's house and you see they got like 4, they live in a nice size house, but they got 4 or 5 sinks in it, that motherfucker's a millionaire. Okay. All right. Just telling you. And he's the smart kind of millionaire where he's not living in this kind of house. Yeah. Floating staircases without railings. Exactly. It's this postmodern dead tech bullshit house. I love Heat. Why aren't I talking about Heat? Because that would be a 5-hour long stream. That's right. I think I can. Yeah, I can sum up this movie in solid 2 hours. We're about at the halfway mark. Anyway, she's sad. She's burning love letters in her huge house. The dog is sad because he doesn't have anyone. He just the lady only wants to pet him when she's sad. Most of the day, she probably doesn't even remember about the dog. And here's the thing: I know the dog doesn't need to really get walked because the house is so big, but there's got to be a doggy door, right? So the dog can go outside and shit. Is there any footage of J Lo cleaning up her dog's shit? If there's any footage, this is how you make her 100 times relatable. Just in the middle of this exact same movie. Keep the movie exactly the same, except right now, show her after she's like burning the letters. She sees that the dog had to pee in the corner of the room, and she's like, oh, she has to bust out like the little spray. She puts on little gloves and she cleans up the piss and the shit herself. Or better yet, she's outside and she has to walk the dog. She puts on a little bag around her hand. She picks up the dog turd right off of her lawn. Like that little details like that kind of make you kind of seem like, hey, maybe she still is Jenny from the block. Anyway, it's raining. I'd be terrified to live in a house like this, honestly. Like, goddamn. Like, this house seems so fragile. And like any one of these motherfuckers in this building with a telescope is just like watching your every move. Yeah, I definitely watch her bend over to clean it up. Yeah. That'd be the most. Yeah, make a. Oh, there you go. Make a scene where a woman's picking up dog shit, but make it sexy. There's a challenge to you, aspiring filmmakers listening. So yeah, uh, she gets a visit from husband number 2, 3, or 4. I don't remember. Or is this husband 1? I can't remember. It's one of the Mexican dudes. I don't. No, it's the black dude. I don't know who this guy is. Wait a second. That was a different guy. All right. So again, like I said, I'm lost, you guys. Um, this whole movie's a blur. Let me see if I can refresh my memory here. Oh, this is friend without the glasses. I see. That's who he is. He gives her a letter, saying that her ex is getting married. That's what it was. And now she's at therapy and she's like, "Oh my God, you want to go to her ex's wedding? It's a terrible idea." And she's like, "Well, I had another dream." She's like, "I was in the old neighborhood where I grew up, old Jenny's block. It was all foggy and dark and creepy as shit. This is what creepy as shit looks like a little mist. Um, runs into her old friends, and they all start teasing her. And Lewis was there, her first crush, and he's old now. And he says, "Flowers don't grow in the Bronx." And she says, "Yeah, they do." And then she keeps walking. She has this feeling something's following her, but every time she looks back, there's nobody. And she's getting more and more nervous. And what happens? It's little Jenny. Little Jenny shows up, and she has a little meeting with little Jenny from the block. There's more red roses, obviously, that we missed. Um, oh, it's little 8 or 9 years old, she says. She's covered in bruises. "From mom and dad? No, it's from you. You left me alone. My little me is mad at me." It's like, "What else do you wanna say to that little girl?" says Fat Joe. And she, like, grabs her and starts manhandling her and then forces her to hug her, and then they both start crying. And then she's crying in therapy, and they say, "I love." She basically tells herself that she loves you. "I love you, and I forgive you." And she says, "I'm sorry," to herself. I don't know why you would think this is a vanity project, guys. She's learned to love and forgive herself. And then they have another music number where she sings to herself, she's her most important audience member. And the future and the past are things that are one. They go out walking through a abandoned derelict rooftop weed garden. They hug each other over the sunrise, and little J-Lo turns into flower petals. And then meanwhile, back at the weird heart factory thing at the beginning of the movie, she's getting the fire under control. She saved the mother rose petal, and they have a huge dance number in front of this opulent glowing sun. I don't know. The flowers start blooming. Uh, then they have like the little she keeps this is the problem. She has these catchy little numbers, but then every song has to have some fucking rap part in it. And J-Lo rapping is weird. And all of her lyrics are very narcissistic. "Baby, you want me, baby, you know my name. Baby, you got this. This is me now." There was some cool choreography right here, actually, if I could show it. There, look at that. That's cool. Like, there's some good stuff here, guys. It's not if you are a J-Lo fan, I'm sure you'll love this fucking shit, this bullshit movie. There's definitely things as a filmmaker to respect and admire. And yeah, look at her little set too. Those things are looking great. I don't know if they're real or not, but again, her complexion, it's not just her face. That's why I don't think it's smoothing. Like you see like close-ups of her skin, and dude, she's like she looks like she's made out of porcelain, dog. Porcelain, comma, DAWG. She doesn't look like she's made out of a porcelain dog. Anyway, um, they have a dance number. The astrology people are happy. She's like, she did it. She's created the light. Um, again, this girl's funny though. I like her. I'm gonna play audio for you right now. Let's see if you can hear this. Um,
Feels good though.
I'm playing at double speed too, because more copyright nonsense. But yeah, damn, it's hot. Feels good though. I don't know. I'm just smitten by my Scorpio avatar. I like her. I think she's cool. I want to look her up, find out what her deal is. Anyway, we've got Jane Fonda. She's happy. Now I know you're thinking, guys, there's like 15, 20 more minutes of this movie left. No, there isn't. There's like about 5 minutes of the movie left and fucking 10 minutes of credits. Okay. So we are wrapping it up. I promise you. So yeah, that's the happy ending. She fucking forgave herself. Some bullshit. And Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about more fucking bullshit science that he read out of some 8th grade, astronomy book. We've got this is a great freeze frame though of Sophia Viagra staring right at an insemination, a cosmic insemination. Hell yeah. Let's play it a little bit. Ooh. Oh God, this was weird, guys. This is a weird one. Trevor Noah being a dumb fucking idiot. I hate his face. Progress is love, y'all. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson does like a little speech, and then they have the Burning Man wedding. It's like a dreamscape type Burning Man at sea. Burning Man of the islands. You've got Avatar 2 meets Burning Man. That's what's going on. And again, like I said, This is a 60-year-old woman. Okay. Now I don't know if that's admirable or sad. I don't know if that's something to be impressed about or depressed about. Um, but but yeah, they have a nice little Burning Man dance number, and then she's back at therapy. It was nice. And this is not the dream. This is the literally the wedding she went to. And she went alone and she had a good time. But I guess that's where she has a hummingbird tattoo. And this is where it gets confusing. I'm assuming metaphorically she gets back with her Ben Affleck, who we don't know who is, but but it's represented because she leaves to go she leaves therapy. It's raining. She's wearing her cool Blade Runner umbrella, and a fucking hummingbird comes to visit her. Now, I have to admit, if I was sitting on a park bench in the rain at night and a hummingbird flew up to my face, I would definitely take that as some kind of sign. I would think the hummingbird is dying and asking for help. I don't know. I would definitely try to like grab the full thing and be like, "What is your deal? You're not nocturnal. Who's disturbed you, little hummingbird friend?" But anyway, she does do a singing in the rain, dance off, rip off. I'm gonna try to show as little as possible. Oh god. Just so you can see I'm not making the shit up. I just I'm literally documenting this so you guys know I'm not insane. I'm not making up any of this. I'm not exaggerating this movie. I'm actually leaving a lot out. There's also giant CGI hummingbirds at one point that I kind of left out. There's a lot of stuff you didn't see. So I mean, this is definitely fair use, whatever the fuck I'm doing right now. Okay, so yeah, dancing in the rain, have a big final dance number. The lyrics are all I want to do is help you to be the best version of you. It's all about her being her. She's the best. Just dancing around, doing the Gene Kelly, looking great with her little wet hair and her hummingbird buddy. And I swear to God, it ends like this. This is how it ends. Um, Fat Joe runs into her in the fucking street, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?" With love. Oh yeah, you're still. I don't know if you can hear this. Ah, with love.
You can never give up, Joe.
You can never give up, Joe. And he just shakes his head as they're like, "You crazy bitch! I'm upping your prescription." Right after this, and then she runs off in the middle of the fucking street. Okay, in the middle of the rain. And then have you ever heard the story of fucking those two Peruvian people at the beginning? And then it cuts to them on a motorcycle, this time driving on a paved road, which is good. Originally they were driving through this shit, which is very stupid and dangerous. Like at any minute, a fucking mud trap will stop you and fling you off the motorcycle like they did. So here they are driving on the right side of a paved road, very nice, into the sunrise. I can't tell. Yeah, and then it ends. What the fuck, guys? What was this? Help me make sense of it all. And then what's even crazier is we have more AI assisted uh more AI assisted credits and music playing. And oh my god, I'm gonna fucking copy paste this. This is insane. Look at this image. Guys, save this image. Co-producer Justin Diener. Your name comes up to your movie you'd help co-produce. And this is the picture they use. Guys, I don't know. Hey, credit where credit's due. These people right here: Luther Brown, Cassandra Chavez, Paris Gobel, Sienna Lulau. Very diverse and probably gay group of people. These guys knew what they're doing. This wasn't boring choreography. I see a lot of musicals where the fucking choreography is the same shit over and over again. It's like line dancing. Ugh. This was actually pretty impressive. I showed you guys that cool little head bobble thing they did. There's like all kinds of fun stuff in the movie. Like, I'm not going to say this movie's not worth watching. Madam Web, you guys fucking wasted your goddamn precious time and money watching that shit. Watch J-Lo's This Is Me Now. You'll actually like it more. I promise. As stupid as insane as it was, it's actually worth watching. It's short too. It's an hour long. It's not like 7 hour long episodes. It's not 9 hour long episodes like Lance wants me to watch Masters of the Air. It took me like 5 hours to watch that shit today. And then I overslept and missed the stream. You know how much I hate myself right now for that? Now the show's not bad, but it's not fantastic or anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a big World War II junkie. Um, Based on the new album, This Is Me Now by Jennifer Lopez. I don't hate you for sharing this, but I do hate knowing it exists. Yeah, I didn't know it existed either. Like I said, it popped up randomly on, you know, Amazon. And apparently, if you have like an Amazon Fire Stick, or if you're actually watching ads right now, like a schmuck, uh, then yeah, you are seeing a lot of ads about J Lo's new movie. Okay, I am not one of those people, so this is all news to me. And I watched it on a whim. And it's one of those, I do that a lot, guys, where I just watch shit on a whim. And this is one of those things where it hooked me. And I was like, what the fuck? So I just felt like I had to talk about it, but not do a dork side about it. I started paying for StreamYard. So it's like there's nothing stopping me from going live and speaking my mind about stuff. But burping in microphones. Yeah, anyway, we got Fat Joe as therapist. Not even the therapist. Oh yeah, let's see if we can see who the characters are. Jane Fonda was Sagittarius. Okay, arrows. All right. That makes sense. Who else we got? Um, Trevor Noah is the fucking Libras. Fuck Libras, according to J-Lo. She said it, not me. If you're a Libra, fuck you. That's what J-Lo thinks. Um, Kim Pieris as Virgo. I don't know who that is. We've got the Gemini twins. Oh, Post Malone is the Leo. Oh boy. If I slow it down, here's the thing. Will it skip less? Yeah. Jennifer Lewis is Gemini. Sadhguru. Oh, he's like a literal guru wearing a fucking $10,000 watch. Oh God. How do you guys fall for this shit over and over again? Sadhguru. Is that how you pronounce that? As Pisces? Okay. Who played the Scorpio? I want to see who played the Scorpio. The new guy. Oh, Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty. Okay, how are we not going to call you Jay Shitty forever? Like, your name is Jay Shitty as Aries. Guys, actors can change your name. Okay, Kiki Palmer as Scorpio. I actually like this girl. I thought she was a good representation of Scorpios because we don't take no shit, y'all. All right. And yeah, and then it's like the Avengers movie after this. Oh, Paul Raci. I'm assuming this guy's supposed to be famous. Is he a rock guy? Is he a rock star? He looks like an actual guitar player or something. Wouldn't be surprised. I could look this up if I wanted. Okay, so here are these guys, the gay friends. We've got Lover by Brendan Delsid, The Idealist, The Realist, The Quiet One, The Fighter, and The Cynic. Okay. What's funny is in this clip, the quiet one's the one talking. And they're all looking at her like she's crazy. That's kind of funny, right? You know what else is pretty interesting? Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to the very, very end. Oh, wait. Where do we go? Where was this? I saw this earlier. Oh, man. I'm going to show you guys who Ben Affleck played. First of all, Ben Affleck is the guy on the bike. Second of all, I want to say Ben Affleck is... They're going to show you. God damn it. I was shocked when I found out who Ben Affleck was. Oh, yeah, Sophie Vergara. I call her Sophie Viagra. I'm sorry, Sophie. Sophia. Where's Ben Affleck? Where is he? No, Bella Gagliano is little Jenny. Where are they? Where is he? Is this him? Ben Affleck. He was the old dude on the TV. Oh boy. Rex Stone. Oh God. Yeah, and then like I said, we have AI assisted credits, and I'm talking like Avengers level of like names here. Look at her Taylors. There's like 4 Taylors. Taylor just for Sophia, the Taylor assistant, the stylist assistants. There's like a huge list of names. Guys, a lot of work goes into making movies. I don't know if you know that. Drivers. Look at the drivers. These are all the people that drove the celebrities. They get their name in a fucking movie credit. because because fucking J-Lo doesn't have a license. I don't know, dude. It's very weird. And I think there is a little scene. There is a stinger at the end of this. I didn't realize that. I haven't seen it. Let me skip to the end and see what the hell it is. Let's see if it's worth showing y'all. What is it? Ooh, this time around, we got a family this time around. The music's bad. Oh, okay. Wait, it's just them rubbing cake in each other's faces. Oh. Oh, this is weird. This is quite a clip out of context. This is weird. If you didn't see this movie, this would be a very strange out of context clip. This is me now. Rubbing wedding cake in your face, then other husband, second guy, rub cake in his face, and then there's a third guy. Please tell me a third guy shows up. Oh, whatever. Cake fight, guys. That's how we end. And also, thank you, Metro Golden Mayer. This is fair use. I was just, analyzing this weird movie, trying to make sense of it. I don't know what the hell I saw today, and I just saw it, and I felt like I had to go live. I felt like I had to talk about this. I felt compelled. Um, anyway, thanks guys for watching me go live randomly. I know this is kind of outside the wheelhouse. I know I could have done a tightly edited 10-minute video discussing this. I don't want to. This is actually considerably less effort. So yeah. That being said, thanks guys for being here. We will be going live tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. Again, that's 6 p.m. GMT if you're in England. We're going to be doing technically an English breakfast stream, but we're going to be celebrating President's Day, United States. Yeah, we're going to have a good stream. We're going to talk about all the other shit everyone else has been talking about. We'll talk about X-Men 97 and Madam Web and fucking yada yada. Starship Troopers again. I love talking about Starship Troopers. We'll talk about a lot of stuff. So hopefully I'll see you all there. And if anybody wants to link to that, to join, let me know. I'll put you on. Philly Phil, thanks for being here. Adam, thanks for being here this whole time, man. You're great. Adam, if you can make it tomorrow, let me know. Same thing with Jay. Lord Toxic was here. CLS Studios, Melvin. We've got Cass popping in. Thank you. I'm sorry that the first time you saw me stream was this time. Blue Collar Outcast Creative, all you guys, great. Thanks for being here. Also, yeah, today this was the 200th video I've done on this YouTube channel, so that was another reason why I felt like going live. Video number 200. Hell yeah, that's counting live streams, that's counting the Wii watches. Keep in mind there was like 31 of those for Schlocktober alone, and then there's also the little highlights and stuff that I stopped doing and I haven't really done in a while. Little shorts. I'm going to start cranking out shorts. Also the karaoke videos. So yeah, 200 sounds about right. I've only got like 335 subscribers though. So like if I ever make more videos than I have subscribers, that's kind of sad. So if you're not subscribed, please go ahead, subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe if they like stupid mystery science theater style movie commentary. Plus if they like idiots laughing at their own jokes like Come Town or Your Mom's Pop Podcast, Your Mom's House, Kill Tony, any of that crap. What else is this show like? Oh yeah, if you like piracy, if you like breaking the law, if you think all 3-letter agencies should be abolished, then check out my channel. You'll probably like this stuff. Anyway, I'm just messing with y'all. I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Monday, we're going to have a fun time talking about bullshit. So again, thanks for being here, guys, and see you then.